Right, Soccer TV. GH, subscribe, na share, na alpha so, and ye be share. Nani Amponsah Kumasi Krobia Asante Kotoko C.E.O. And then Wakotana Buntumi FM. The Ensembibri and Atuja. What they can even interview no and so Abanavia Soccer TV GH. Elmonia video in some okay be ashen what ye. Now so to announce who the Ekoso Kumasi Krobia Asante Kotoko. The 3 years in summer Kosunino and then what in Tuja.
For me, most important thing was to get the club on track.
Nationwide.
I'm far. At the Kotoko, many players in the B. At the call Gan West Cover Center. And to even raise a team for our next match. Because that weekend, was it midweek or weekend? We had a match. To raise players to play the match was even a problem. But we still went ahead. And in Pesebe, all problems. But we have done well to steer through all this. Don't forget that. Na Babaya renovation cost. Na COVID and so cost. So we had to choose 2 venues. So we sat at management and realized that because of African Airborne, and this is you choose Obuasi as the main venue. Tembia openness in the bedua. Almost transportation to the place and all that and obey oka. Accra. Say beye easier man. Accra hotel Yakoda. Because you want standards to be good. We're camping in Accra, playing in Accra, and for certain accusations are never say your person team no crying team. It did not say your match. Maybe were 2 matches. But was so Accra. Yaboba ku and bit me atwan abo. Na o say yedi team no ba
because of the omokanity.
Because of the omokanity. Ebe training wa ha. Na ye kokobo. Na ye be training. Na ye ko and all that. Look at Ekano. Eventually free Africa mu no. Ye de call Obuasi. Obuasi we were paying 11,000 cedis to play 1 match.
Nationwide sports.
The cost of using the stadium alone. We're paying 11,000 cedis. Gate process in the free neighbor. But
from that time na board no sika no na embadium no hefa na generate is kind of free.
Mostly sponsorships. Because what I managed to do was first to push very hard to get sponsorships in. Sena sika wo ho. But if you have 1 million seed money now, and can sponsorship in work around, come to me bo assign because if you have me pay 2 million CDs. Me negotiate, but I won't change. I say me kwaje 1 million and I me sign up in Yeska. And I will thank High Sense especially. At the point I went to High Sense and said, Mr. Sponsorship for the whole 3 years ago. Funny in my boom. Is it done anywhere? Do you think anybody will do that for you? 3 years sponsorship. A boom just to cushion us. Africa problem then see wow. We're relegated more or less to confederations because of Sudan episode. No? Now we have to play Setif here. And also and a boss set for a very fine game. Eddie can't take a lead. Unfortunately, it equalized and scored 2-1. Now, how do you convince anybody to help you go to Algeria? So team Nankwa will be banned for 2 years. So, Mr. Engage board, no? Some members came through for us last minute. We managed to get Algeria has no close some borders, so we have to use Air Force again. That alone, the Air Force alone was $110,000. Hotel in my other things in my per diem on my because per diem there you dare not play with it. What am I say? I don't see a call Setif Kobo 00. You buy and focus on the league. I take the first season, you know. For me, I say to everybody that our greatest achievement probably will be placing second in that league.
First season.
We could have even won the league, but that was our greatest. I say, see, we had come to meet a team that we did not assemble. Okay, and the Bedu, there were 38 players on Kotoko books. Coach Maxwell Kunedu said he didn't want 20 of them.
38.
Yeah.
On per 20.
On per 20. He wanted to keep only 18. 18 included Enim Kujo and Justice Blay, who were on loan. 2 years from that means there were 16 players. And but I will say Sikabe near the best recruitment,
Now 20 na no more kono almost so munya bibi film.
Okay. So 20, we had to use our skills to negotiate for them to go freely, because I think player management, football, I knew how to. So 16 of them, we got them to go for free or maybe 1 month salary, like that. We got rid of it. It was only 4 secretary sign a termination agreement. Then whatever happened, they got phone calls, they changed their mind and took the issue to player status committee. And
the players been no.
Then there was the Takradi boy, what's his name? Kutete Ando.
Kevin Ando.
Left back, the Noko goes out, I'm trying to say. Evans Usu. And then there was one more. Yes, there was. Is it Douglas?
Douglas,
yeah.
Nationwide sports.
These 4. After agreeing, even Owusu, Evans, Owusu, no there. We said we were taking him on loan because he was a young left back. Names me buy no. You buy no meaning players So near coach say on pen. I don't know also.
But I didn't my coach Tim Gajam the players 38. Because on per 20.
Yeah.
But I'm also accepted, sir.
But why wouldn't you accept?
But sir 20 na Kotoko players.
Yes, but he said
yes,
but you see at that time you cannot sell them.
Okay.
Time when you are at home. And now if you keep them, you have to be paying salaries. What am I saying? So you need to coach into me training 50 players at training grounds. And I want to mean preventing any player from coming to training. It's against the rules and regulations. So you have to have gentleman's agreement with them to ease off for them. And you need to trust the coach. You cannot insist, and especially when even me, I didn't know the players. I'm being honest with you, I didn't know them. What's in America? So, status committee in some by, for me, some of the status committee ruling, I had my issues with it. We went to appeal. We still had issues with it. The next thing was cast. But when your calculation, you got cast and here will be here, anyhow, when the person is demanding now, never say what you're doing. You let go. And and also Koya. So that was it. We tried to bring in as many players at the back. We were playing all our matches away. No gate proceeds. So for a team to play all matches away from home, all matches away from home. Now, whatever happened, even after losing to House of Folk, which became big issue, and it's a loose league, we could have still won the league. Because there were 3 more matches against Bechim away, against Sharks at home, and King Faisal at home. But the narrative was that House a share in the loose league. And after that game, you 1 point, you just 1 point against King Faisal out of 9. House has how many points? 1. So imagine even if we had won 2 of our home games now, they would have won the league. But the narrative was that you lose. And you see, I keep saying that Kotoko is a very huge institution. Maybe I make comments and people did not agree with it, that Kotoko is bigger than MPP and NDC and all that. Is the political nature of the club.
Nationwide sports.
It's such an institution that, listen, Barreto, I'm talking about the first thing, so I need to bring him in. Mariano Barreto was a very good friend of mine when he was coming to Ghana. He had come to me several times, Madamfu. But when he was leaving Ghana, no one in Kasa.
I didn't hear.
Because Nipa be me say na dream. But I knew he would go. Okodu, you're not frame me. I said, Nana, I'm very sorry. I let you down. What you brought me to do, I didn't do. But Kotoko is not a football club. It's a beehive. This one hits you, that one hits you. You don't know what happens. I was Mariano, I told you. No matter your experience, Kotoko, it takes the grace of God and God's wisdom and avoiding the politics to be involved. Because, yeah, it was a Ken, Ukowari, Oba Betina, Ukowari Oba. Na uni Oba no wana when the Janoko. No Kowari Oba for Oba. Not the same circumstance, now Jano no kwa. And on Ujaya, 3 things. I say Usubanya. And I say Umfama Papa. And I said there is some constant factor within who environment. I say man.
Nationwide sports.
1-2 sports.
If you pick last season, for instance, we had a good season. Although we had some delays, okay, we were able to. Mariano Barreto exit, was a bit complicated because I'm Barreto, but almost a month all almost a month premanunco.
Obenyana for.
Why all bow deserve so bad and all that. When nobody had sacked him. Okay. We managed to bring in Dr. Ogum. We had to go through a lot. Means that Dr. Ogum was the right coach for Kotoko. Because some had the opinion that, oh yeah, youth team coach, JJHS for the Nase. We brought him in. We had challenges, the same challenges. At the point that David Becker show me in a public hotel lobby, I had to go down on my knees. In front of Dr. Ogum, say, Miss Sereno. Near catching is a maini biano. On French, don't forget about the politics. Don't forget to be biana. Yes, God is my witness.
But,
neighbor, Nema me yes, I say, I had seen that in see with Barreto, no. I say unity bium.
But there is this report on HSA. Only Dr. Ogum one video. Ibia moye ubufui. Emma okay can say Ogum subufu dear man resign and I make one semi. But now say
if you want to go into
we say Ogum could do any.
Yes, and I'll tell you why.
I didn't see.
We had very good relationship with him throughout this stay. Everything was fine. But at the point I realized just our kasano cry responses and only idea na utiwe wa issues with other members. So I realized Brono so na meteno. Omo ya se oba na makoware no. Ti kwan bia mefa because say so oba we so menini jaya beka say ono kwano no.
Nationwide sports.
1-2 sports.
Ti oba foforo eja no. Ti na o se me ye bia na o se me ye na sa oba no. O stay. So that meeting David was supposed to be in. David and Yima. I asked them to step aside. Then come in and and I didn't care where it was. It was AH Hotel lobby. And I went down on my knees. I said, no, boss, man, yes, I said, no. Mr. Rao, men who bibda. Men pesemeti ni ayaka chira was my yell. And I said, all I want is for Kotoko to progress. The dynamic hata suri power chow. Ni ayaka biano. Men pesemeti. O de fache me. Na yen fa Kotoko nunku du bebia. I was here the good.
We are winning a bunko to do Ogum. Never. I don't know Ogum resign.
Never. So that was how we were able to go past that problem to finish the season. That's how we were able to go past the problems to finish the season. Not that he had any problems in the season. Of course, there was a time he said to us that he couldn't continue. The job had overwhelmed him and all that. And I know because Kotoko. So back Kotoko. The Kotoko Ejuma. Maybe past management will say. Now we're in Suma. One be ejuma.
What's that?
Mesuda.
What's my ko saying?
Oh, mesu once. Me can say usu am obi ehun. Mesu once. Ogum, osu ye. Yeah, management meeting osu ye. Anya make egu na ni maso make how ejuma na ye din. Say do 110 grams aro. Osu ye.
Mungira mo so Kotoko. Hey.
Let me say me just no cry and rehearse you. What am I say? And yes, you say ejuma no. Enye ejuma no board no managing na edin. But the shenanigans around it can make you cry. What did I make an say? Intino, we steered through. The only time I had a disagreement with Dr. Ogum, and I'll say it was at the end of the season. We had a meeting, and in the meeting we were supposed to plan our preseason because time anytime man now was here called Champions League near that time so we decided we'll give ourselves 2 weeks break to go come back. He had given us a list of players he wanted to sign, about 17 of them. We didn't challenge any one of them. There were rumors say my 17 players here say no, we didn't challenge any one of them. All we said was start preseason unless you have 17 players in Amano. And God is my witness, David. And then I said, oh, that is impossible. Because we need to start preseason in about 2 weeks. And to get all your targets, I mean, I've been in recruitment, player recruitment for so long. There's no guarantees I will target our crown, Ubenya. And there's a reason why transfer window is still open even when certain leagues start. English Premier League. Transfer window. League national transfer play a bit move deadline league, so it's not possible to get all the targets before we start preseason. And he has said that on started preseason, and he used a certain term, and that was when I flipped. I'll be honest with that. I was like, no, look, and me can't idea what is reality. I'll see Google tell us. This is reality. If you tell me you will not start the season until you get all your players
in 2 weeks.
Yes. It was not possible. So that was when I had a disagreement with him. And I'll be honest. So after the disagreement, of course, I was angry. And also was not happy. And that was it. For me, that was it. Obiaka. Then all of a sudden, I'm going to present the report to the board, and I understand last minute that the coach is supposed to be in the meeting. Is going to be in the meeting, so we should invite him to the meeting. I said no problem. Invited him to the meeting, and after I presented my report, it turns out he's also going to speak. No problem. And when he started speaking, I will say it here. David was there. Other management members were there. He told palpable lies that shook all of us. One of the lies was that players, because Obano, you see, the first time you could share, no, because Barrett to call, I mean, we had a list that he had given us, we had also scouted. We presented a list of 6 players to come, not 7 players to come. He also presented a list of 6 players to us. In those 6, and then you now 7.
That's like one.
Like I said, it means that yet in terms of who should come to the club, which was very good for us. Okay, very good for us. 6 or no, Alice, you know, a 7. Okay, and then he told us players he didn't want to come and meet at Kotoko. He gave us that as soon as senior maintainer, by the time I started starting preseason, no more call.
Players no more do you say?
Figure 7 or 11. Yeah, with the feed number. But I remember the names.
We do 7.
I think Anabila was one. Jemfi, Adon Frempong, Kumi, Habib, and Navigator and contract. And
but Onyama Mr. Tejumano, but also on Peso Baba to Sapelias.
Of course. And he has the right to say that. There's absolutely nothing wrong. Saying yeah, Pochettino by no see on pay. Exactly. So I know there's nothing wrong with that. I'll give him that. But because of what had transpired one match or time, no, we wanted him to come and train because after match or cause on players be on Mokoya, no. Actually, Betty said players and yet match on Apam on a young management, I think. Apam players. So this time we said, why don't you come train with them? Because somebody like Kumi, for instance, we were of the opinion that he was good enough to stay. Kumi and Oshego, so
other players in sense, coaches, so what is also nice and I also the players.
Matis
players.
I am a sorry. You see, you find last recruitment, Ogum recruitment. A player like Yaodik, I'll give specifics. Yaodik, this is sorry, I was there when the coach and Mr. Dasobre told me, say, your team manager, he bring ya, I suggest the player be
Nationwide Sports.
One to me sports.
because they know my position. Say players, I mean, you my year, Juma Pen. I didn't want to bring them to Kotoko. I didn't want them to come to players. I mean, you my year, Juma war. Other teams that say, yeah, because and I say as an agent, I didn't want to bring them to Kotoko because of accusations. In terms of say, player B, say. No more team go straight. So they showed me a picture, and I'm saying, no. I'm going to insist, yeah, I said we could pay a board. I took this matter to board. And I'm Mr. Yanova when we say, yeah. He said something that somebody had said. I say, and it's a players who no more bet me. And I'm saying that because Mr. Yaudu had also brought up the name of Samuel Boateng, the striker, who had played for me at Fire Rangers before. And I didn't want him to come because of this same issue. And he said, who person says the player who no be Kotoko because we wouldn't paint for find a man.
Nationwide
then
Sports.
you are being selfish.
One to
And
me
Mr.
sports.
Dasobre says something. I say, you've been in football for at least 20 years. An agent, as a club owner and all that. It's very likely say you could find 10 players, but it must take 7 only on my pen and only on more certain relationship. So if you're going to go on that tangent, we will not get players. So Samuel Boateng, David is here. Ogum and Jima and all of them had to insist. Even when and yes, I pay player and ask them. When you be here, Juma, so you have certain experiences that shapes your opinion. And when it comes to player recruitment, you can't take it from me. You cannot take it from me. It's not just about talent. It's about people character, mental fortitude, a whole lot. So a player like Samuel Apia, Agadas, but they were in the list of players. Dr. Ogum, Rosope. See, I can't be a TND coaches in one idea mobile. Coaches in the end can say we and another coach. By a coffee player bad there, and I play a band no Kotoko and another player. Because I brought all of them. Apart from Dan Lad, I'm a better now. There's no player in Kotoko. Fabio Gama wanted in the buy. In some cases, a player said they maybe management. People are so malicious and it ends up being disrespectful. Me can't jump in. When I an agent, and that is what
Yes, baby.
Yeah, we say, and then Amponsah interview na baby. Mama to tin some money on Amponsah to be too dry. Unzunia. Tina send a dream we see the American. Can it be Busan in same baby? Busan fa an interview or want to meet FM, want to meet TV, and a soccer TV GH. A dinner so it at the Ebro. Tell a friend to tell a friend, say, unsubscribe. I'm on share now from so intimate.